evening, everybody. Welcome to II Racing League. This is Tier 2, sprint race at Brazil, Sao Paulo. Just a few rounds left now. The new game will be out at the end of the month. Hopefully it's a step, an improvement. How are we all doing tonight? Have you all had a good weekend? I think Greg's joining. I'll just let him know the Mercedes is free if he wants it. There we go, posted. Good evening, upcoming car, Matt. How are we doing tonight? Are you a fan of this track? We've got a few assist tier 1 reserves tonight. I think because you know this game has been out nearly a year now, I think the interest wavers a little bit on this game. So we've got Tidius Bear. Well, Tidius Bear's no assist driver. I would say he's assist tier 2 pace anyway. We've got Greg, who's assist tier 2 pace as well, I would say, and Mr. Wiggles assist tier 2 pace as well. So yeah, I think it's nice that these guys can help us out. Good evening, Chelsea. Chelsea has forgot about the sprint race, which is very good preparation going into this. Very good. It's a very fun track, isn't it? Upcoming Karma. I agree. MCR Fifi's joined. We've got Tay. He's in the Ferrari. The Sun God is reserving tonight as well. I would say he's assist tier 2 pace as well. So it should be pretty fair out there. Everyone's on similar pace, I would say. Aquarius is probably assist tier 1 pace. And Professor Phil and Snacks. Aki as well. Karma's assist tier 1 pace, I would say. Blousy, definitely. Dr. Edward, definitely. Maverick, definitely. Chelsea, assist tier 3 pace. Mr. Wiggles, yeah, he did win assist tier 2, but that was back when there weren't very many decent drivers, you know. So, but yeah, it's nice to have a very good FBU now as well. He's probably an assist tier 2 driver as well. I'm going to say he's assist tier 2 pace. So it's going to be a very, very good race, I feel. We did a practice lobby, and I think the first 15 minutes were dry and then 45 minutes raining. So if it's a wet race, it's going to be they'll be ready for it. Unfortunately, Tucker's not feeling too well, so we've had so might have a touch of COVID. So we wish him very well. Hope Tucker feels better soon. He might have COVID. He's probably just going to have a test, I think. I'm currently with Mr. Wiggles as the host, which might not be too good. I'm only joking, Chelsea. You're assist tier 2 pace on your day, and you did win Portugal. Was it last season? Wasn't it? It was one of the best races in assist tier 2 last season. Unfortunately, we don't have Hissy tonight, which is, he's fighting for the championship and work. Has to work, unfortunately, which is a shame. And the FBA now is now the... I should be okay, I think it's connections. 1 bar, that's good then. So 19 drivers tonight. Very good, very good. Sprint format. Short quali. Yeah, I'm never forgetting that as well, Chelsea. It was one of the best races. I think I was commentating on that one as well, wasn't I? So I must have brought you some luck. So just having a look at the driver standings. Hissy is leading the championship by 11 points ahead of Professor Phil. And then we have MCR Fifi in third, 25 points behind, and then Spark and Dr. Edwards further 28 and 32 points behind. So, but as I said, Hissy's not here tonight, so we can't really. And it's not ideal, really. It's like 3-4 races left. 3 races left. No, there's 4 races left in Assist Tier 2 because we still got to do Silverstone at the end. So, or still all to play for. And then in the constructors, Williams are currently leading with Dr. Edwards and MCR Fifi. Qualy and Upcome Karma are second in the Alfa Romeo, and then Red Bull are third. And Alfa Romeo are 9 points behind Williams in the constructors. So Alfa Romeo got a chance to maybe claw the gap tonight. Time will tell. 19 drivers. As I said, we've got a mixture of Assist Tier 1, Assist Tier 2, and there are a couple of no assist drivers as well. And the time's ticking. Connection's not too good tonight. So if I'm lagging at all, just let me know and I'll lower the bit rate, maybe to 10,000 or something like that. Let's drink my coffee before it goes cold. Oh yeah, safety car's meant to be off for the sprint race. The whole, that's how I would say. And there's the first casualty who's left the session. The servers, eh? As we can see, it's currently sunny. Safety car, yeah, safety car is always on reduced anyway, even though it still comes out like 100 times during the race. So Maverick is back. Rain about 10 minutes into the sprint race. Exciting. Quali is all clear. Thank you, Chelsea. You're a legend. And how did you find the F2 last night, Chelsea and Kyber as well? I think Kyber's not gonna do quali. I think you both did really well in the F2 yesterday. Yeah, weather go right there. I knew there was a reason you was in Assist Tier 2. No, I think you finished 5th, didn't you, in the F2? And Kyber, I think you finished 5th as well, or 4th or 5th. I was doing pretty well, and then somebody took me out. I had no idea who it was. Yeah. And whatever happens tonight, make sure this guy doesn't get pole tonight. I think he's had too many. I think he's had too many pole positions. Snacks. Just Snacks has just had a little bit of misfortune in the races. Had 7 pole positions, but currently sits 8th in the standings. I'm glad you enjoyed. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was nice to get a few people help us out, you know. And Maverick is joining back. Good evening, Ross. Ross is joking, of course, but we know it's. I'll probably put no comment actually. I'll get in trouble. So here we have Snacks. Very hungry for another pole position tonight, I'm sure. Looking for his 8th pole position. I mean, there's to have 7 poles in. So it's round 11 tonight. So he's had 7 poles in 10 races. That's some going. He's also had a pole in assist tier 1 as well. So he's had 8 poles in season 2. Good job he doesn't do no assist. Let's be grateful he doesn't do no assist as well. And Snacks does 0174. Obviously it's short Qualy. Mark goes second, 4 tenths off that. Looks like Camera's gonna go again. The best time on Thursday, I believe, was, I think Platty got pole. I think it was a 1:06.7. We have FBU now, who's reserving in SST2 tonight. Thank you for that. And FBU now goes 3rd, fastest. 10th behind Mark. Abkamakama. He's already set a lap, but he's on another improved lap here. We'll come back to Abkamakama. Obviously, it's a very short track. So here we have Greg. He's on the medium tyre. And Greg goes to 7th. Still have a few drivers in the pits. Here we have Mr. Wiggles on the medium as well. How's your holiday going, Ross? The weather good? Mr. Wiggles goes 5th. It's pretty good on the medium tyre. Outcome comment did improve a little bit, and obviously these drivers will start on these tyres for the sprint race. Aquarius a couple of tenths up on his time. Takes a nice tight line, and then that's what you got to do on this track without cutting the white line. Aquarius improves by 3 tenths and goes 6th quickest. Ty Despair's also done a very good lap up to 5th. Yes, it's going quite well. Tucker's not feeling very well though, unfortunately. So hopefully he's gets better soon. Might have a touch of COVID, but we hope not. A little moment there for Maverick. in turn one. If you get too much onto the curb, you can lose the car, as I've done many times. Professor Phil, also on the medium tyre. I think he's a tenth up on his lap. I think a lot of these will start on mediums and then switch to the soft. Half a second up now. This will put him around just inside the top 10, I guess. Yeah, the turn as Kyber says there. Yeah, if you just get the car turning too much, that curb, you really got to correct it. Yeah, make sure you put the tyre press down, Karma, because yeah, I know a lot of people make that mistake of having the pressures up because that's what you do in time trial. So, but I always make sure that the fronts are cooler than the rears. Dr. Edwards on the soft tyre. We know he's very capable on his day. So very busy on this track. Like you don't really get. It's only the long straight you get time to have a little break. Maybe we have Blausiek going back out on the soft tyre. Snacks currently leading the way. Massive shock there. 1:07.4. A couple of attempts ahead of Mr. Wiggles, but that's a very good time for Mr. Wiggles, especially on the medium tyre. We were out to Sun God, who was on for a very good result. It has to be said on in assist tier 1, but unfortunately the safety cards came out, and you know when you pick up a penalty on this game, it really just punishes you, these safety cars. Tay is I think Tay's still out on the medium tyre. Effing L. Oh yeah, I understand that. Okay, Tay's invalidated. Here we have Snacks. Looks like it's going to improve by a few temps, maybe. 2 temps. Does a 7.2. Still half second off what Platty did in his far chase cam. Maybe that's where we're all going wrong. Yeah, track limits. Yeah, track limit. Oh, Mr. Wiggles has retired. Or has he retired in the pits? Got a couple of drivers joining back. Yeah, the servers are terrible on this game. As soon as the new game comes out. Wow. Ooh, FBO. Oh, nice save. Yeah, I think the wrong person might be hosting at the moment. That's might be what it is. Might see a tow here. The Sun God came back into the pits. Unbelievably enough, I don't think anyone's on an up at the moment. I am wrong, of course. Maverick, 8 temps up. And this will get him around Dr. Edwards' time, I believe. I believe. And Maverick, he failed me. He didn't. He only got 12. Disappointed. And Professor Phil now onto the soft tyre. Professor Phil currently 14th, but that was on the mediums, and He's on a soft tyre now. He has got, I think there's a car up ahead. Hopefully he doesn't impede his lap. I think it's, might be a Ferrari, an Alfa Romeo. What happened, Mr. Wiggles? Did you just retire in the pits? Yeah, it was an Alfa Romeo. Gets out of the way very nicely there. And Sector 2 will tell us he's 6 temps up. So probably looking at probably a 7-8, which would put him around 6, I would say. Oh, I was right. Oh, so good. And Professor Phil goes 6 fastest with that effort. Upcoming Karma in Sector 1. We have a couple of drivers. We have Tay and Sun God on the outlaps. It seems like everyone's just getting kicked out of the lobby. Oh, that's nice of you, Mr. Wiggles. Very thoughtful driver, that Mr. Wiggles. I need 22 for something fresh. Okay. And upcoming Karma has always got a shot at pole on his day. Currently 3 temps up. And very close assist here too. Could put him onto the 3rd row this effort. And goes on the 2nd row. Nice effort there from upcoming Karma. Up to 4th. Chelsea has also done a very good lap at the moment, into 7th. Impressive. Yeah. This game was an improvement on the last game, except for the curbs. They didn't really get it realistic enough, in my opinion. On the Sun God. Sun God unfortunately didn't manage to get any practice in, so it's a bit rusty. Takes a while on the pad to get up to where you want to be. So let's have a lap with the Sun God anyway. Does a lot for the league. Always helping out, always streaming, stewarding, you name it. Always helping out, which is we really appreciate that. It's 3 temps up in Sector 1. Hopefully you can have a nice clean lap. Oh, there is a car ahead, hopefully it just pulls off. And you're always a bit paranoid when you see cars ahead. You think, oh, is he gonna see me? Hear me? And this car, I don't think he has seen him. Oh my god. What was that? Oh, I'm so Fifi, was it? Naughty, naughty. Oh, naughty, naughty. We don't like to see that, do we? That's one of the pet hates we all have. We don't want to. That's the one thing we don't want, is our lap being ruined. Naughty, naughty, very naughty. Here's a go, here's a go. Dr. Edwards, 2 temps up on his time. And yeah, Mark T up to 2nd at the moment. That's a fine effort there. And M. Shafifi was actually in 3rd as well, so just disappointing that was. And Sun God did still manage to go 8th, but yeah, obviously it killed his lap. And that's how it's done. You just pull off. It's quite easy, really. Just look in the mirrors. Greg's retired. It's going to start at the back. He's going to try the last to first challenge. FBNO in 12 at the moment. There's only a minute left of the session. Ooh, is that the same driver again? Oh, it's twice in Qualy. That's disappointing. Don't know what to say about that. Aquarius in 7th. Unfortunate for the Sun God there, but what can you do? Chelsea was a 10th up, but invalidated. Professor Phil. Aki AMG up to 4th. Dr. Edwards in 7th. Maybe we can say in future, if you like, for the next game, you can say if you impede someone's lap, you could say maybe 5 grid penalty or something like that. Because it is frustrating when it happens. Snacks did improve his lap, did a 7-0. So yeah, it's going to be another pole then for Snacks, I believe. Professor Phil stays 11th. Alpha Matty. So we'll come back to Alpha Matty. And got Mark, who's looks like he's on a slight improvement. Maybe just less than a 10th. Yeah, there you go. Just less than a 10th. About 3 tenths back from Snacks. And I believe Tay's on our lap, isn't he? Oh, let's see what Chelsea's up to. Yeah, we saw that upcome karma. Yeah, it's got to be the worst thing when someone blocks you. Chelsea 3 temps up here and could get a nice toe off the car ahead of you. And this would put Chelsea around. Wow, could go on the second row here. And Chelsea goes onto the second row. What about that? What a great effort there from Chelsea FC. Up to 3rd. Well done. Incredible. Saved the best effort till the end. Upcoming karma in 6th. And that's it. Nailed it. Congratulations. And Snacks with his 8th pole position of the season in 11 races. Amazing. You can do a lot of damage in assist tier 1 next season, I reckon. Mark D in 2nd, Chelsea FC in 3rd, MCR, the controversial MCR Fifi in 4th, Aki AMG in 5th, Upcoming Calm in 6th, and some fella called Mr. Wiggles in 7th. I'm guessing Mr. Wiggles will have to start on the mediums as well. And we also have Dr. Edwards in 8th, Aquarius in 9th, the Sun God in 10th. Very unfortunate, obviously, he got blocked, so, you know, what can you do? Professor Phil in 11th, FB in there in 12th, Alpha Maddie in 13th, Tidiest Bear 14th, Blousy 15th, Maverick 16th, Tay in 17th, Greg 18th, and Kyber 19th. He didn't bother setting a lap, he's too good. Yeah, Xbox having a lot of issues. Has to be said in recent weeks, it's not been great. And 5 minutes break, I believe. I think a few people need to join back. Does it like say when it? When do you think it'll roughly start raining, Chelsea? Because I think it's 18 laps, isn't it? The sprint. Just posting the times into the results. Oops, I've put Q1. I'll just change that. I'll just put a Q. Sorted. Light rain is on the third slot out of 5, so somewhere between 5 and 7 maybe. Goes to heavy at the end. Okay. So it might be worth starting on the soft tyre. I think the reason for the lagging out, I think it's because I think the host connection isn't very strong. But anyway, we have to restart the lobby anyway on after the sprint race, so we'll probably get Greg maybe to host that one. So we have one driver on the mediums. Might be might either be a good thing or a bad thing, Mr. Wiggles, depending when the rain comes. Chelsea's maths, we'll take it. We'll take it. So rain predicted about halfway into the race, but knowing this game and looking at the weather now, it looks like it could rain at any time, you know. Probably rain on the first few laps. So Snacks starts at the front. I wonder if Snacks got back and managed to get back. It looks like his car's ghosted. Did you manage to get back, Snacks? Let me know if you need an invite. So Mark D in second, Chelsea third, MCR Fifi fourth, Aki fifth, Kamikami 6, Wiggles 7th on the media, and everyone else is on soft. So everyone's believing it's gonna rain very, very soon. It looks like everyone's here, maybe except for Snacks. So Blousy, I don't think Blousy's here either. And Snacks is left again. Yeah, I think we might have to change the host because I don't think this is going to work very well. You do need a good connection for the host for these for races. So anyway, got 5 lights, and away we go. Obviously, Snacks is going to get a good start because AI always gets a good start. And Chelsea, what a great start from Chelsea up to second. We got Aki into third. Mark is fourth, followed by MCR in fifth. So far, everyone's kept it quite clean. But we've seen a lot of issues in turn 4 this week. And so far, everyone's kept it quite clean, I believe. Very nice clean lap there. so far. And Snacks, obviously, is in the AI because Snacks is just joining about now. Chelsea has briefly took the lead. She will take that, obviously. And oh, that's a very good view of all the drivers there. Looks like everyone's kept it clean. And Snacks will be rejoining. And then Snacks will take control of his car. Chelsea currently leads on lap 1. I don't think there's anyone had any incidents. Aki in second. And Snacks will be joining very soon. Mark in 4th. Abcon Khan in 5th. Followed by Dr. Edwards in 6th. And FBUNO 7th. And I think it's raining already. Here we are on board Upcom Karma, just behind Mark D, followed by Dr. Edwards. Currently the interval is not working. MCR Fifi has dropped down to 7th, FBUNO in 8th, chased down by Mr. Wiggles on the medium. Professor Phil is very close. To Mr. Wiggles. And the Sun God. Oh, so God's at the moment. He's lost it. We'll have to try and regain. It's very unfortunate there. And Chelsea has a nice lead of 1.1 seconds. I think Snacks is now back. But for how long? DRS enabled. Might be looking to get by Aki. Oh, that was very close. And Snacks goes down the inside. Oh, Chelsea picks up a time penalty. It's very early in the race to be getting penalties. And Aki got the 2 Haas drivers 3rd and 4th. Very good to see those 2 up there. Upcom Carmen 5th. Closely followed by MCR Fifi in 6th, Dr. Edwards in 7th, the 2 Williams drivers. Very close. I expect it to be close like this to the end, and then maybe a few penalties will make the difference. And is it raining? Yeah, it started to rain. So how heavy will the rain get? Have a look through the field. I've got MCR 6, Dr. Edwards 7th, FBNO in 8th, Mr. Wiggles being closed down by Professor Phil. And Professor Phil sends it down the inside of Mr. Wiggles. Very good pass there. The mediums aren't going to be a good tie for this sprint race. But we'll have to see if the rain gets heavier. Maverick in 12th, Ty Despair in 13th, Kyber in 14th, Tay in 5th, 15th, Aquarius in 16th, Greg in 17th, the Sun God in 18th, has caught back up pretty fast, Blousy in 19th. And now obviously Snacks is caught up with Chelsea. Having a look around the outside. And that's a very good move there from Snacks. And retakes the lead. And these two have a nice gap on the cars behind. And Tay's pitted. Might have got damage. And these two are like a 2-second gap ahead of Mark at the moment. You can see how close all these cars are here. MCR Fifi there having a look. Passing Aki. Might have a look down the inside maybe. Make sure he's... Yeah. That's pretty good driving. And MCR Fifi going around the outside of Aki. And Aki out brakes later. I hope no one got caught up in that. The rain is getting very heavy now. And upcoming Karma looking to get past Aki here. Everyone's got to spot their braking. And a moment there for MCR Fifi. Upcoming Karma. I don't think he's got enough though. Wow, look how close everyone is here. Mr. Wiggles looking at the inside of Professor Phil. These conditions are very challenging. So easy to get it wrong. And we've got FBU now. Was having a little look at maybe getting around the outside of Aki, but thought better of it. And Professor Phil now going down the inside of FBU now. Very good move. And very good racing. And Wiggles, and it's very wet now. Very wet. So easy to make a mistake in these conditions. And Maverick might be looking to get by Mr. Wiggles into turn 1 here. And we also have very good battle. Oh, Maverick! Oh, Mavericks come together. Oh, that's very unfortunate. I think they must have got onto the curb. I think we might get a couple of clips out of that one. Khyber now up to 11th. Professor Phil gained out of that, is now up to 7th. Behind upcoming Karma. And when will they decide to pit? Snacks has got a 2-second gap now over Chelsea. Dr. Edwards up to 5th, MSR Fifi in 4th. And Mark D now is on to the back of Chelsea. We've got a yellow flag. I think that's for the... Oh, we have Mark D into the pits. Is he now going to put the inters on? And it'll be interesting to see what Mark puts on. Yeah, Sun got to put the inters on, and Tayaz put the inters on as well. So yeah, Mark, Mr. Wiggles, and FBNO onto the inters. So let's have a look how Snacks is finding these conditions on these tyres. It's getting very wet. We've got speed in the pit lane, which can happen, especially in these conditions. Looks like Snacks is really having to be gentle on the throttle now. Oh, Afamati's retired. Will that bring out a VSC or a safety car, I wonder? Will Snacks choose to pit here? How is he finding these conditions? Yep, Snacks pits. Will Chelsea follow in him? Yep, Chelsea pits. Everyone's going to pit now and put the inters on. Yep. I wonder if Mark will get the undercut on these guys. Tidy's bet. Yeah, everyone's... Oh, Greg stays out. Greg stays out on the soft. Speed in the pit there from Titus Burt. Very unfortunate. So this is what I want to see. I want to see where Mark is. Obviously Blausy's lagged out. I think Mark was in 4th position. And Mark has... I don't think he's made much time actually. And Greg obviously stayed out on the softs. Brave, very brave. We'll be here forever. Yeah. So now we'll be able to see what it's like on the inters for snacks. DRS disabled. We might see Greg hit this lap, I believe. Depends how he's finding it, really. Yeah, Snacks is right behind Greg. Will Greg pull to the left and pit? No, he doesn't. I don't know how long it's meant to rain for. I think we'll have to see how the progress Greg can make. We've got Chelsea in third, followed by MCR Fifi. Now turns 3. And we've got, I think Maverick has lost it as well. Out of, it's very rare to lose it there. Probably just too much throttle. MCR Fifi up to 3rd. Ahead of Chelsea. A 3-second penalty for Mr. Wiggles. Mark, obviously he's got these tyres. He's had one extra lap on his tyres, so he's very confident on his tyres. Professor Phil, 6th. Mr. Wiggles in 7th. It's a good battle between these two. Last week Professor Phil was coming under pressure from Ross, and tonight it's Mr. Wiggles. They just will not leave him alone. FBU now is currently in 8th position, ahead of Kaiba in 9th. Kaiba doing really well, starting from the back, of course. Very good. Tidy spare, he's had a good recovery. Up to 10th, up come Karma in 11th. Obviously the top 3 score points. If you come first you get 3 points, second gets 2, and third gets 1, and yeah. Sun God in 12. I'm sure he'll come good for the next race. And Greg did finally pit to put the intermediates on. It was worth a gamble. And I don't think Blowsy's rejoined back either. So yeah, should always try to join back. Tay in 14th, Dr. Edwards down in 15th, and Aki 16th, Aquarius in 17th, Maverick 18th, and here we have the leader, 6.3 seconds ahead of MCR Fifi. This has been a very good race from Snacks. We wasn't sure if he was going to be able to start the race, but thankfully the connection's been pretty stable since. MCR Fifi, second. Chelsea in 3rd. Oh, Mark's lost it. He's just, I don't know if he got damaged. Just too eager on the throttle, and it's so easy to do it there. Oh. Mr. Wiggles might have got an illegal overtake there, so he might have had to let Mark back through. And Professor Phil, yeah, 6th position. FBNO is catching up with Professor Phil. Don't think he's enjoying his conditions so much. And Kaiba having a very good sprint race. Hopefully he can keep it going. We have 5 drivers with penalties, and that's going to hurt Chelsea a lot, those penalties. And position change, we have Kaiba up 11 places, Professor Phil and FBNO up 5 places, Mr. Wiggles up 3, MCR up 2, and Greg up 6 places. Abcom Karma's left, unfortunately. Hopefully he can get back, because he's currently in 9th. A 3-second penalty for the Sun God. Has made quite good progress in this race, considering that early spin. And as things stand, Mr. Wiggles will jump Chelsea due to the penalties. Still 5 laps to go though, and the gap at front staying around the 6 second, which is good. Oh, got, I think FBNO's at a moment out of the last corner, but he's managed to get going again. Chelsea in 3rd, having a very good race, it's got to be said. Mr. Wiggles in 4th, chasing down Chelsea FC. Mark's had a very good race. Professor Phil is doing really well. And as I said, Cliver's had a very strong race. And now Tidy Spare looking maybe, I think Upcoming Karma is back. Yeah, he's back. And good three-way battle here between the Sun God, Tidy Spare and Upcoming Karma. We also have Dr. Edwards pretty close to Tay behind. For a second penalty for Dr. Edwards. And a lot of these did practice a lot in the wet, so this is coming in handy, I'm guessing. And the Sun God very close to Tidy's Bear. Is he close enough? Turn 3 very tough in the wet. We have another yellow flag. I think Aki AMG has had a little spin, so we'll have to try and get going again. And he has. This is our closest battle. We also have Mr. Wiggles just behind Chelsea. And if Mr. Wiggles can get a good exit here, may be able to get a move done on Chelsea. Chelsea looks like she's got very good straight line speed. And I think the Sun God will manage to get by Tidy Spare this time. Chelsea breaks very late. Aki MG has spun and crashed out. I don't think there can be a safety car now with 2 laps to go. Chelsea. With Chelsea, yeah, I think Chelsea might just give this one up. Got a great chance of starting very high up on the grid. And Sun God managed to get ahead of Tidy's Bear, so very good there. And very good race from Tidy's Bear. It's good to see him up there, just ahead of his teammate, FBNO. And Greg. Maybe Greg might have been in the top 10 had he pitted earlier for the intermediates. Just never an idea, really. Blousy. No, Blousy didn't manage to join back, unfortunately. So we'll have to put him down 1%. We'll have to maybe put him at the back then, I don't know how that works. Dr. Edwards in 14th, Tate in 5th, 15th, Qualy 16th, Maverick 17th, and here we have the leader who's just showing fantastic pace. 8.2 seconds ahead of MCR Fifi. They've had many great races together this season, and I'm sure they'll give us another one in the main race. They haven't picked up any penalties either, so if they can keep that up, then they will start the grid first and second. Mr. Wiggles is quite close to MCR Fifi though. Very good drive from Mr. Wiggles. Of course, he did start on the medium tyre, which was a disadvantage. A little wiggle there. And Mr. Wiggles, unfortunately, does have I think it's a 3-second penalty. Yeah, it's 3-second penalty, so. And Snacks starts his final lap. And this is our closest battle on track. Mark D could get Chelsea on this lap, but it's not paramount because Chelsea does have quite a huge penalty. So it looks like Mark will be starting 4th if he can just keep it clean for one more lap. And Mr. Wiggles very close to MCR Fifi here, having a little cheeky look on the outside. The Sun God has got a chance of getting upcoming karma as well. We'll go back to that battle after this. And it makes no difference if Mr. Wiggles does get through. MCR Fifi will be starting second. But here we have the race winner, Snacks. He wins the race. Well done to Snacks. And he will start pole. MCR Fifi finishes second. Ooh, that's a penalty for Chelsea. I wonder whether that will put Chelsea. Mr. Wiggles will start third. Mark will start 4th. Professor Phil 5th. Chelsea slips to 6th. Kyber will start 7th. Upcoming Karma 8th. The Sun God in 9th. That's pretty good from the Sun God. FPU now in 10th. Tidy Spear 11th. Dr. Edwards comes home in 12th. Greg just pulling over and letting a few people by. Very nice of Greg. I wish he was that nice and assist here. Tay, so then Tay goes up. I think Blousy might have to start back because I don't think Blousy did this race. I don't know if he's still in the lobby. So Qualy 16th. Maverick has a little moment there, and we'll come home in 17th. There we have it. Congratulations. Chelsea's very happy with the 6th place there. Needs to work on the track limits, but it's very difficult though. And there's Snacks winning the sprint race and gets himself 3 points for his championship. Giving us so many exciting races this season. Snacks, MCR Fifi. I'm sure the race is going to be very exciting. Just get the screenshots. Mr. Wiggles done very well to get third. So I think we'll be doing a new lobby now. So we've got Snacks first, MCR Fifi second, Mr. Wiggles third, Mark in 4th, Professor Phil in 5th, Chelsea 6th, Kyber 7th, Upcoming Karma 8th, Set the Sun God 9th, FBU now in 10th, Tidy Spare 11th, Dr. Edwards 12th, Blousy may have to be moved down, Tay 14th, Greg 15th, Qualy 16th, Maverick 17th, Aki AMG 18th, and Alpha Madi, I think, had a DNF, so 2 DNFs there. So we'll have to see if we we'll have to see what we're gonna do. I think we might change the host. I think FPNO is currently the host, but I don't know if his connection is right. I'll just send him these 2 screenshots. But yeah, that was a very good sprint race, very challenging, of course. So easy to get it wrong in those conditions. That's my invite. And please join, if you can see me on your friends list, obviously you're very lucky, and just join through my name. I think Blousy will start at the back, possibly, because I don't think you rejoined. Just gotta let them know. Yep, Greg is now the host. His connections are very good. So we're just waiting for the drivers to fill up the lobby again. Blousy was fixing this Wi-Fi. Maybe a grenade might fix it. And then the custom grid. Well done, Snacks. Very dominant victory. But I always find it's a little advantage with when the AI starts, because the AI always gets incredible starts. So it's not always a bad thing. It's a bit of can be an advantage sometimes. 17. I don't think Blousy will be coming back. I think he's having the connection issues again. Yes, it's fine to drive through the ghost, Chelsea, so don't ever worry about it. It always takes people a couple of minutes to get back into the lobby. So we did have 19. Just have a little look. Recently played with Kyber, Mark. I don't think Alpha Matty's here, is he? Oh yeah, there he is. Maverick. He's here. Tidius Bear. He's here. Aki MG. He's here. Professor Phil is here. Is he? Oh, there he is, yeah. Oh, there we go. They're all back. And the weather's got to be... what was the weather for the race? obviously got a custom grid. Yeah, weather's on dynamic at the moment, so I don't know. What was the weather for the race? Did anyone know or not? Or was the race not set? Yes, dynamic. I think, yeah, for the F2 it shows you all the whole thing, doesn't it? But I don't think it shows you what the race is for. Yeah, so dynamic. Yeah, I was yeah dynamic. On the F2 it shows you the quali, the sprint, and the feature weather, but on the F1 it just shows you the quali and the sprint. You done very well, Kybert. Starting quite high up, I think. 9th, top 10, maybe. Greg says you want to start at the back because it's too good, you know. He's scared, really. He doesn't pick up any damage. So, yeah. We had 19 and then we have 18. And, yep, they're ready and up now. P7. Very, very good job there, Kyber. You nearly got Chelsea as well. Oof. And what will the race bring? We've had a mixture of dry and wet, and now I think the drivers would be happy for a bit of sunshine. We've definitely not had much sunshine today. It's been a bit abysmal, the weather. Time will tell. Uh, 36 laps in the race, I believe. Is it 36 or 26? Yes, 36 laps. Hopefully this lobby will be a bit more stable than the last. Well, sunshine at the moment. I'm guessing we have a 5-minute break now. People will think about the... Make sure to load the setup. Don't forget the setup. And tyre strategy. Dry all the way. Thank you, Chelsea. Yep. Make sure everyone puts the setup on. Make sure everyone selects the right strategy they want to choose. Make sure to put the right fuel in. You don't want to have a couple of safety cars and have 6 laps of fuel on board, you know. So, yeah. Good. Chelsea got the setup. Got 18 drivers. trying to battle over the same piece of tarmac. Exciting. Nice to have a bit of sunshine. And obviously next week we'll be under the lights at Saudi Arabia. Such a fun track. I'm sure that'll be exciting as well. Thank you for the follow, Ericsson, TFS. Good timing, just about to get the race underway. Got no game sound at the moment. I don't know if anyone else has got a game sound. I was expecting that, Chelsea. I was expecting that. Let's hope no one else hits you tonight, Chelsea. Hope I haven't jinxed you now. Should be called the jinxer. Yeah, we've had a lot of incidents at turn 4 this week. So yeah, I was kind of expecting that today in the sprint, but everyone was behaving themselves. They knew I'd be scrolling through the pack, as I do. Yeah, the first lap's always the hardest, and then the first lap after, like a safety car, it's always can be a little tricky. We wish all the drivers a lot of luck. The best of luck. Would be interesting to see if anyone starts on the medium tyre. I think it's like a soft hard this track. I think you can do soft medium, but it's not easy. And there we go, we're looking at the strategy. We've got the top 2 on softs, Mr. Wiggles again, fancying the medium tyre. And then we got Mark, Professor Phil, Chelsea and Kyron on the softs. Have Kamakam and the Sun God on the medium. FBUNO on the soft in 10th. And then Tidy's best starting on the hard tyre. That's very interesting. Looking to go very long on stint 1. It's always good to have a different strategy for your teammate as well. So we wish them luck there. Dr. Edwards on the soft. Got Take It Easy and Aquarius on medium. Maverick is also on the hard. Aki on medium. Alpha Matty on the hard and Greg on the medium. So very good mixture of strategies. Obviously the track's very green. Maverick disqualified. We see that quite a lot, to be honest. Obviously we won't be able to do that on the next game because that would be DNF, I think. Tidiest Bear on the hard tyre will be interesting to see if he can... I always think if you start on hard, so you kind of just... You're lucky not to lose any places. Alpha Matty's left the session. His AI is going to get a great start. Tactics. We hope Chelsea lasts more than 3 laps, maybe 5. And it's 36 laps of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Alpha Matty is joining back. We've got 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And away we go. And it looks like Snacks has had a very good start. MCR Fifi is looking down the inside. But Snacks keeps the position. Professor Phil has jumped ahead of Mr. Wiggles as well. And marked it up to 5th. There has been an incident and Aquarius unfortunately has got damage. And he's right at the back. FBNO in 6. And oh, now Dr. Edwards has now left the session. Chelsea has lost 1 position down to 7th. Up come Karma in 8th. Dr. Edwards is 10th. We've got the Sun God in 11th. Tidiest Bear didn't lose any places, so that's really good for him. Take It Easy in 13th. Maverick 14th. Obviously we've got 1 driver who's left the session. Greg in 15th. Alpha Matty also has just rejoined. Aki MG 17th. Aquarius in 18th, unfortunately for him. And then we got Snacks, who's leading on lap 1, ahead of MCR Fifi. And Mr. Wiggles back ahead of Professor Phil. Very good there. Good driving. And now we got Mark very close behind. We've got FBNO looking down the inside of Mark. Very good driving from FBNO. And now Chelsea is very close and has lasted 1 of 3 corners. So well done for that. And we've got the Sun God, who's very close to upcoming Karma. And we've got a McLaren off. Alpha Matty's lost it. Obviously Alpha Matty is on a hard tyre, so it takes a good couple of laps to get those tyres up to temperature. Got Tay coming under pressure there from Greg. And Mr. Wiggles, that's the best fast lap of the race. Very close. And Greg not able to get the move done on Tay this lap. And Alpha Matty at the back. Alpha Matty and Aquarius will be hoping for a safety car, probably. And very good start. And we've got a very close battle here. FBNO coming in. And Mark has got back past. Ooh. Let's go on board with Chelsea. Let's see what's going on here. Just behind FBNO and Mark. But Mr. Wiggles very quick on those medium tyres. And Chelsea there. And Kyver's had a great start as well in 8th. And might be coming under a bit of pressure from the Sun God. And it can be a bit of a DRS train on this track. And so right now it's just about not making any mistakes and picking up any unnecessary penalties. We have FBNO having a little look at down the inside of Mark. And it's very good clean racing there. Mark may look down the inside. I think FBA now. I think he's going to stick with it. And Mark able to keep that place. And now the Sun God is very close now to Kyber. Very good racing, and it's what you expect. Snacks has managed to get out of the DRS of MCR Fifi. And Mr. Wiggles now very close to MCR Fifi here. And Mr. Wiggles goes up to second. And he's flying on the mediums. Professor Phil in fourth on the softs. And then we got Mark D, FBUNO, Chelsea, FC, Kyber in eighth, the Sun God in ninth. And Dr. Hudson in 10th. And very competitive, these guys here. It's a very competitive division. Upcoming Karma's left the session, unfortunately. Hopefully he can get back. It seems to happen quite a lot in this game, unfortunately. And we have a 3-second penalty for Kyber. And FBU now having a very good battle with Mark here. And Chelsea doing well. And Kyber has a very good exit there. And as I said, it's kind of the DRS train. Tidy's there, having looked. It's probably going to get past Upcoming Karma. Obviously, Upcoming Karma hasn't rejoined yet. So the race is going very well for Titus Bell on the hards. Let's have a look from the Sun God. And Mr. Wiggles is catching up Snacks on the mediums. Flying along. And again, Mark and FBUNO having a great battle. And FBUNO gets back past Mark. These two have already given us some great racing. Mr. Wiggles unfortunately picks up a 3-second penalty. But I don't think it's too bad if you can just try and pick up the one. Because as we've seen on that assist tier 1, a late safety car can really ruin your race. So you've got to bear that in mind when you pick up penalties. Mark probably got a warning there, just going off the track. You can't take that corner flat, but it's you do risk cutting the corner. And Sun God now using his overtake to maybe get the move done. Looks like Kyber's out of overtake, so this could be a nice move for the Sun God. Down into turn 1. I think Kyber is not going to fight it too hard. And Sun God now is up to 8th. Let's have a look at the positions changes. We've got FBUNO up 5 places, Greg up 5 places, Dr. Edwards up 2. Very good. Let's get the tyres back up there. And we've got 4 drivers on 3-second penalties. Make that 5. We've got MCR Fifi making Snack's job a little easier there. Come on, MCR Fifi. Hello, good evening, F1 Nico. Hope you're enjoying the racing. And as we saw on first day, the Sun God had a fantastic race and is having another strong race here tonight. Fantastic. That's great to hear. And FBUNO and Mark is back past FBUNO. Professor Phil, thank you for the follow, Nico. And here we have your friend or your fan being chased down by Professor Phil. And Mr. Wiggles is very close to Snacks now as well. Mr. Wiggles is making those mediums this could be a really good choice for Mr. Wiggles, starting on the medium tyre. Oh, this isn't no assist. This is you can use this assists in this tier. We do no assist on Tuesday though. No assist, no line on in the Tuesday. And it's like Mr. Wiggles, even without using overtake, gets the move done on snacks. And MCR Fifi stays ahead of Professor Phil. And it's the Mark and FBU no show. Those two are just keep changing positions. And Sun God now closing in on Chelsea FC. It looks like Chelsea is out of overtake as well. Ooh, very close. Oh, unfortunately, Mark's left the session. And FBU knows at the moment there. But that's such a shame for Mark. He was having a strong race. And now he's going to lose a few places, I feel. Chelsea picks up a 3-second penalty. Probably couldn't see where she was going there because of the ghost car. And all these guys are taking advantage of just driving through the ghost car. Mark has managed to join back. And yeah, so unfortunate for Mark. Mark's gone from being 5th to 9th in a matter of one lap. So unfortunate. But what can you do? What can you do? Eh? And the Sun God might be able to take advantage here. It looks like the guys on softs are now starting to struggle. And Sun God might get 2 drivers here into turn 4. That's a fantastic pass from the Sun God. Incredible pass. We have seen a lot of incidents there this week, but that was a brilliant pass. Max Verstappen will be proud of that one. And MCR Fifi has now lost the position to Professor Phil. So Professor Phil having really good pace here. And Snacks, we've currently lost the interval. We probably should get it back here. Yeah, Snacks just 3 tenths behind Mr. Wiggles. We've got a yellow flag. I think that's going to get cleared up now. And let's go back. Sun God then up to 5th, ahead of FBU. FBU having a very good race. And Chelsea is doing really well in 7th. Mark D, unfortunately, has managed to rejoin, but he'll be like, oh, all the places for it to happen. And Dr. Edwards in 9th, closing in. Tidy spare, obviously in 10th on the hard tyre. He's making it work. You can go very long on those tyres and maybe switch to the softs later on. Kyber in 11th, being chased down by Greg. Greg's obviously started 18th, so Greg up 6 places to 12. Aki AMG in 13th. Become Karma not too far back in 14th. Aquarius unfortunately got tangled with someone at the start, I believe. Maverick in 16th, Tay in 17th, Alpha Mani in 18th. Probably praying for a safety car. And Snacks has retake the lead off Mr. Wiggles. And very good racing. And we've got MCR Fifi back ahead of Professor Phil. Some very good racing there. And then we've got a very good close battle here between the Sun God and FBU. 3-second penalty for Alpha Mani. Be interested to see if anyone under fuels for this race, because I believe on Tuesday we didn't have a single VSC or safety car, which is quite unusual. So very good battles. And I wonder if Mr. Wiggles can get back by Snacks here. The mediums should be able to go a lot longer than the soft. Oh, migrating host. And Greg has left the session, so someone else will retake the host. The servers on the game are just not great, are they? And MCR Fifi gets back. Oh, Professor First decided to pit. So sorry I missed that. And FBNO just ahead of the Sun God. Some different lines going on here. Got a yellow flag. I think a McLaren spun. One of the McLarens has spun. And Greg's managed to join back. Take it easy, picks up a 3-second penalty. And Mr. Wiggles now starting to pull away now from Snacks. The softs probably can't go for much longer. And McLaren has spun again. I'm not sure which one it is. I think it might be Aki. No, I think it might be Kyber. And Snacks has very good straight line speed. So Professor Phil coming back out on the medium tyre. MCR Fifi will be very happy about that. And now he can probably think about catching the two guys ahead. Oh, Alpha Maddie's retired. I think, is that in the pits? Might be in the pits. Great battle again here from FBNO and Sun God. And the Sun God takes it. But, whoa, a little snap there over there from FBNO. FBNO obviously is on the softs. And they're taking him quite far into the race. And got Mark, who's thankfully still in the race, having lost connection. And Chelsea FC coming under pressure now from Dr. Edwards. And looks like Mr. Snacks might have a chance of getting by Mr. Wiggles here for the lead. Down the inside into turn 4. Fantastic view there. Not. Didn't manage to get the move done on this occasion. But these two are pulling away from the guys behind. A second and a half on the last lap. And looks like FBNO has pitted for the hard tyre. So I think that smells undercut, if I've ever seen it. Could be a good move there. Got Chelsea in 6th, closely followed by Dr. Edwards in 7th. Toy Despair has made those doing really good on those hard tyres, showing really good pace. Aki MG, 10-second penalty for Maverick there. What's going on there? Very unusual to get a 10-second penalty. Yeah, he's got Kyber behind. Maybe he's got damage. I might have to be careful in the braking here if he has got damage. I've got Chelsea FC in the pits. Chelsea will probably put the hard tyre on. Kyber up to 13th. Oh, Chelsea has a massive moment coming out of the pits. Well saved. And Professor Phil obviously has pitted. I think Professor Phil will have to pit again though, so yeah, very interesting. Tide Despair moves up to 7th. Snacks down to 4th. I think Snacks is... Oh, Snacks must have had a moment. Completely missed that. I'm not sure what's happened. The Snacks is down to... Oh, yes, Snacks has got no front wing. And comes into pits. No, oh, such a shame I missed that. MCR Fifi is also pitted. And, wow. And Mark now up to third. Sun God in second. And with a 10-second lead, Mr. Wiggles is winning the race so far. Leading the race. He's got a nice 10-second margin over the Sun God. Both having fantastic races. And Mark with a nice 2-second margin over Dr. Edwards. Be interesting to see what happened to Snacks though. Now Titus Bear now up to 5th. He's really making this strategy work for him. And Aki AMG is on 16 lap hold mediums, and Professor Phil on relatively younger tyres mediums. So I'm sure he'll be onto the back of Aki soon. I think Aki will be pitting soon for the hards. Yeah, we've got a couple of guys pitting, Mark and Dr. Edwards are pitting. We'll probably put the hard tyre on, I presume. So it's top 7 still to pit in the race. Unfortunately, another 3-second penalty for Chelsea. We'll have to try not get any more. MCR Fifi came out in 8th. Snacks rejoining 12th. I'm sure Snacks will be flying. I wonder if they can get the mediums to the end though, that's the question. Closely followed by Kyber, Maverick 14th, FBNO 15th, Tay 16th, and Aquarius in 17th. Still probably hoping for a safety car to come out. Mr. Wiggles increasing his lead at the front by another second over the Sun God. But fantastic starts for the race. Let's have another look at the positions gained. We've got Aki MG up 12 places and Greg up 12 places. And then we've got the Sun God up 7, Tidy Sparrow up 8, Mr. Wiggles up 2. So very good. A fast lap of the race from Snacks. I'd love to know what happened with him though. And Mr. Wiggles still able to extend his gap. I wonder if he'd be stretching his tyres until he can pit for softs. Has a little moment there. Aki MG has been passed by Professor Phil, so I'm sure Professor Phil next up will be looking to get Tidy as Bear. And will the medium runners try to get as far so they can put the softs on? But Dr. Edwards quite close behind Chelsea. And MCR Fifi has gone past upcoming Karma. 3-second penalty for Titus Bear, but he's having a fantastic race. Being chased down by Professor Phil on 6 lap old mediums. And the driver we have to look out for is Professor Phil, who obviously has gone for the undercut. And so, yeah, Professor Phil and Snacks are definitely going to gain on and Mr. Wiggles pit. What would he put on? Would he put the hards or the softs on? I think he put the hards on, I believe. Always put the softs on. The Sun God also pits. I think the softs can do 12, 13 laps, maybe more. I know Tidy as Bear will be looking to put the softs on at the end. Yeah, Sun God's also put the softs on. And will these two get out ahead of the Sun God? Yeah, I think they do. And Professor Phil looking down the inside of Tidy's Bear. Gets a move done. And MCR Fifi now right on the back of Greg. The Sun God, not too far back, comes out in 7th. MCR Fifi has a look down the inside. And Greg kind of had to, probably saw it coming and probably just had to pull out the way there. And MCR Fifi now will be looking to get the move done on Aki MG. And Aki MG pits. And the Sun God is catching up very quickly to the guys ahead. And Mr. Wiggles just has to keep doing what he's doing. Hopefully there's no incidents, no safety cars, because he does have the 3-second penalty. So at the moment things are going very well. Ooh, a little moment there for Sun God, but collected it up. But Doctors was 8th, and Snacks is catching up Dr. Edwards, closely followed by Chelsea, who's having a very strong race tonight. And I'd be interested to see what happened to Snacks. I always seem to miss it whenever Snacks has a little moment in the race. I always seem to miss it. I'd have to work on that. So Snacks looking to get the move done. And Dr. Edwards. And this might be quite straightforward into turn 1. And we've got Tidiest Bear and Kyber pitting. They put the soft tyre on. And Snacks going defensive there. Going right off the line. Outcome Karma 3-second penalty. So Greg now into 5th. He's made those mediums last 22 laps. That's very impressive. Fantastic stint there. And the Sun God now right onto the back of MCR Fifi. The Sun God obviously is on a quicker tyre, but the medium is more durable. But it's 4 laps older. This fast lap of the race for Mr. Wiggles in 8.1. And as you see, MCR Fifi is out of overtake. And the Sun God is now up to 3rd, which is a great race from the Sun God. And he'll be now looking to catch up Professor Phil. I think Professor Phil may have to pit again, but it's touch and go. And obviously Greg will have to pit. 23 laps Greg's made these mediums last. That's an incredible stint from Greg, who started right at the back as well. So if they said he's safety car, he'd be taking advantage of that and putting the soft tyre on. Mark D in 6 would have been so much higher up if it wasn't for the being lagged out. Snacks up to 7th, chasing after Mark. Doctors in 8th, Chelsea 9th, and we've got a good battle here with Aki and Avcom Karma and Tidiest Bear. And this is for the point. Oh, Aki taps Avcom Karma, just breaks a bit too late. Hopefully Aki didn't get any damage there. don't think he did. And upcoming Karma looking down the inside. And upcoming Karma now up to 9th. And Tidiest Bear would probably be hoping he came out in clear air on these tyres. Some very good racing here. Upcoming Karma. Very good. Good freeway battle here. Sun God has managed to get himself past Professor Phil up to 2nd. And just has that massive gap now to Mr. Wiggles. Mr. Wiggles just have the 3-second penalty, so that gap is like 12, just over 12 seconds, theoretically. And upcoming Karma, I think Aki AMG might be, no, it looks like the DOS train again. Any late braking late yet? Nope, not this time. Ooh, that was very good out of there. And going down the inside. And upcoming Karma had to go wide there to avoid a collision. And I'm sure this isn't the end of this battle. This is the closest battle on track at the moment. Snacks only a little bit behind Mark. 11 laps remaining. Still a lot can happen. Tidiest Bear is having to use a lot of overtake to stay ahead. But that's bad for Mackie. Shouldn't be doing moves like that. Got a feel for Tidiest Bear. That's just very bad. And then let's have a look. Got a feel for Tidiest Bear there. MCR Fifi behind Professor Phil. And Snacks. Very close now to Mark. Both going to the end. I think Professor Phil can get to the end as well. Well, saying that, he has pitted. So Professor Phil doing the 2-stop. We'll put the softs on, I'm guessing. Yeah, such a shame when you see reckless moves like that. Shouldn't be happening. But let's have a look at the race leader. Professor Phil puts another set of softs on. 17 seconds ahead of the Sun God. It's incredible. Started on the medium tyre. And just drove a faultless race. Mr. Wiggles just pit. So he's going to put another set of softs on, I believe. I think the Sun God will just stay out to the end. And another set of new softs for Mr. Wiggles. And it's going to be close, actually. Yeah, I think Mr. Wiggles will maybe keep it the lead, maybe. Nope, Sun God does come out in the lead, but not by much. Oh, another 3-second penalty, and Sun God has just picked up a 3-second penalty. That could make all the difference. If Sun God could have just been clean to the end, he could have kept within 6 seconds to get the win. But as you can see, Mr. Wiggles is flying. Yep. Sun God just has the 1 penalty, Mr. Wiggles has 2. And MCR Fifi isn't out of this as well. He can still catch him up. But he isn't on order tyres though, and Snacks up to 4th as well. So I think Mr. Wiggles may look to go around the outside here. And gets it, but he has to pull out a 3-second gap though. And yeah, Sun God just has to keep in the DRS now. It's not easy to pull out of there with 3 seconds. Sun God now going back down the inside. So Sun God just got to keep it clean for another 6 laps. Some very good racing here. These two had a great battle on the first day as well. And I think Snacks is coming under pressure from Mark as well. Mark has showed such fantastic pace today. Such a shame he lost a connection, as I keep saying. But let's see. And Sun God goes down the inside. And Sun God goes back into the lead. And there's a late move there from Mr. Wiggles. And Mr. Wiggles is, well, they're side by side at the moment. They're coming up to some back markers. Mr. Wiggles back into the lead. These two are having fun. Proving why they are in Assist Tier 1. But as I said, the Sun God can just stay behind and keep within the second and will win the race if he chooses to win the race. They take it easy. It hasn't had the best of races, unfortunately. I've got Snacks catching up with MCR Fifi and closely followed by Mark. We've got Doctors in 6th, Chelsea FC in 7th, having a strong race. Professor Phil in 8th. I expect him to make up a few places at the end on the fresher softs. AKMG in 9th. Greg in 10th, starting from the back. Tidiest Bear obviously had that. Well, what can you say? You know, he's just got took out basically in 11th. FBNO in 12th. Kybra 13th, Upcoming Karma 14th, Maverick 15th, Acquire 16th, Take It Easy 17th, and we have back to the leaders. Mr. Wiggles leading the race. I think I'm just going to keep the penalties on there and I'll put the leader like that. So, yeah, Mr. Wiggles needs to win the race by 3 seconds. He is out of the second at the moment. But looks like these two are just having a bit of fun. And yeah. Yes. Whoa, a little moment there. 2-1 for Sun God. And yeah, as I said, just gonna keep moving 3 seconds. Mr. Wiggles is out of overtake. Very good racing, as you would expect. Oh, FBU now is retired. Will that be a safety car? 3 laps to go. Look at this. It's a great race in here. Thankfully, no safety car. These two end up taking each other out, I reckon. And this, our closest battle on track. Woo. And Sun God now down the inside again. Very good racing. And the Sun God looking down the inside. Just a couple of laps remaining. MCR Fifi is catching up slightly though, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Looks like Mr. Wiggles is having a little of a... And here we go again. It's going to be a photo finish, I reckon. Just wanting the screen time and the bumping wheels down the straight. Very good. Sun God think about going down the inside there. Ooh, Kyber's retired from the race. Very unfortunate there. He's lost it, I believe, at turn 2. Now, obviously, there can't be a safety car or anything because it's only last lap now. And the Sun God. Oh, it's the Wiggles, really cheeky there. Taking it around the outside. And the Sun God down the inside into turn 4. Always have to be careful, Mr. Wiggles, in turn 4. Oh no! Oh no way! The fuck crashed out. Oh god. They were pushing their luck, weren't they? So, yeah. Maybe they decided to do it just to do it, you know. Who knows? I did say you had to be careful, Mr. Wiggles. So that means MCR Fifi. No, actually, Snacks is probably going to win. Because MCR Fifi does have the penalty. And unfortunately, the Sun God. And yeah, Snacks wins the race. MCR Fifi is second. Mark is third. The Sun God in 4th. Professor Phil in 5th. Chelsea FC in 6th. Greg's gone up to 6th. Chelsea FC in 7th. Dr. was in 8th. Tidy's Bear did manage to score a couple of points. And I've come Karma in 10th. Unless, yeah, Aki MG goes up to 10th. And yeah. There's some very good racing there. And yeah. Yeah. What do you think about that? Some very good drives. And got Greg up 12 places from the back. It's a very strange race. When you consider what happens for Snacks to win, it seems strange. Obviously, the two assist T1 drivers come together. Don't know if it was planned, but I think Mark's going to be my driver of the day because he had such great pace today. He was very unlucky when the game just booted him out. Yeah, I mean, Mark was just brilliant today, and yeah, deserved a podium as well. And there's some very good race drives tonight. Yep, Chelsea also done a great race. Tidiest Bear, as I said, Tidiest Bear would have finished even higher, but obviously some questionable racecraft going on. Saudi Arabia next week, Kyber. Yes, I was expecting safety car as well, Chelsea, but nevertheless, well done on the points. Forgot to get the screenshots, didn't I? Got 9 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, got it. So, thank you everyone for reserving tonight. Thank you, Kyber, for reserving, and well done, Mark. As I said, you were my driver of the day tonight. You were very lucky when the game kicked you out, but great recovery drive, and yeah, well done. And great battle between Mr. Wiggles and Sun God at the end there. Having a lot of fun there, I guess, a lot of laughing going on. And yeah, and yeah, next week it's Saudi night race. Yeah, well done, Chelsea. Very good game. Well done to Kyber. Very good points for you guys tonight. And yep, we'll do it all again, I'm sure, next week. And you can join us again Tuesday night for no assists. Saudi, no, back to the normal format for Qualy. 50% raced, no custom grids, none of that lark. And thank you all for watching. Thank you for the followers. We've got 2 new followers tonight, so thank you for that. And tune in again Tuesday night, 7:30 PM UK time. And hopefully we can have some more great racing. I'm not sure if I'm going to reserve because I'm back on the pad and no assists is a bit of a nightmare on the pad for me, so I'll think about that one. But yeah, as I said, tune in for that. Yeah, it's a tough track, Saudi. It's very unforgiving. One mistake and it's curtains, you know. So we look forward to having 4 night races next week: Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah, tune in for that, and stay safe, everyone, and have a great week. And I'm sure I'll talk to some of you very soon. Ciao for now.